Hey guys, this is Zach here with All Seasons Feeders. We're going to be installing the new hog light on a control unit. We're going to show you what tools you need, and we're going to be installing it on the All Seasons control unit. It's a standard control unit. It comes with most of our feeders, actually all of our feeders. As you can see, the little hole there for easy installation. If you have one of our older units, we'll go over what you need to install the hog light on that as well. But let's get started. With the purchase of your hog light, you should have a set of instructions on how to install and some basic troubleshooting. You got your hog light itself, which is the receiver. You're going to have your remote, which you can set the feeder off, green light, red light. It comes with a little flashlight on the end as well. And then some basic hardware, and we'll go over that here in a bit. So let's get started. We got, of course, like I stated earlier, this one has your knockout. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and get that hole knocked out. Just use your flathead screwdriver. Pull this little tab out. And then you got all your wires here. So one thing you want to do first is make sure you disconnect your positive wire, which has your fuse on it. The reason we have the disconnect so you can fit this through the hole in the bottom of the control unit. We'll go ahead and flip it upside down so you can see. The two-way connectors, you just got to put a little bit of pressure to make them pop through there. Positive and negative wires in there. And as you can see, just fits right there in that hole. Alright, now that we have the hog light installed on the bottom, you're going to take your C-clip and install it onto these little ribs here. Might want to use a flathead to push it on once you get it started. And it should click on. I like to face the antenna off to the right side. You can really do it however you want. It doesn't matter. Now that that's done, you can install hook your positive back up. Then take your motor plug, hook it directly up to your motor. And this is where the wire nuts come in handy. If your motor does not have this two-way plug, you can cut both of these, use the wire nuts, and splice them together. And then you have your timer here, timer plug that says timer to timer. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to take my timer here, hook them up to the two-way on my timer. Now the only thing left is the positive and the negative. Gonna take the positive from the timer and stack the hog light positive on top of it, and do the same with the negative. Negative from the timer, stack the negative from the hog light on top of it. Now that we have it installed, let's go ahead and hook it up to the battery and make sure everything works properly. Got the positive and the negative. Go ahead and set the battery in there. Alright. Now you can hit green. Our green works, red works, and if you're out in the field, I'm not going to test the motor here because I don't want to get hit by the spinner plate, but out in the field, make sure and test your feeder button at a distance so you don't have corn thrown at you and you don't get injured. Last thing, also test your timer, but I'm not going to test it here, but test it out in the field as well. Just hit your test button. And that completes the setup of the INHAWGNITO hog light. If you still need help after you've installed it, give us a call, 210-648-0979, and ask for Zach. I'll help you out.